Today, we're talking about grasshoppers. If you garden in Utah, you are well aware that grasshoppers are a severe issue in our growing zone and climate. We are going to give EcoBran a try today. I have been reading all about it online. It seems to be the best option. If you know something better, please feel free to leave that in comments and let me know. This is one we've chosen to try this year. I've seen this a lot on message boards on Facebook and other different places. So we ordered some to try out in my mom's garden. We're gonna try it out first in her front beds, and she hasn't noticed a big grasshopper problem in her edible food area yet. I am gonna wear rubber gloves underneath the gardening gloves that I am putting on, and we're just gonna sprinkle some in the flower beds and hope for the best. I'll be sure to do a follow-up on this later and let you know how that all worked out for me. First things first, the directions on this product very clearly said, do not hand apply, which is exactly what you will see me doing in this video. Make sure you read the instructions and do what you feel comfortable with. I am hand applying. It says to use a spreader so you can get the exact rate of what you need for your product. The grasshoppers in both of our yards have been hanging out, especially in the geraniums in our planters, so that's where I'm focusing on right now. The directions specifically also state to wear long sleeves, long pants, and socks. So 1 out of 3. I would actually wear a mask, and I did end up getting one in this video. Honestly, do you have a mask? I think I would wear a mask. We're masking up. My PPE is not up to code. Definitely not up to code. And this stuff kind of smells. So since I can smell it, I'm gonna add a mask. Okay, now mask me up. Except I think you need to pull, and pull it down under my chin. Has it been too long since we've worn masks? There we go, whatever. I do not miss this. I will tell you that much. I don't feel like it's very tight around my nose. There you go, much better. Okay, we're good. All right. Now, it is not a windy day. I would not use this on a windy day. And it's always a windy day out here. EcoBran is approved to use on edible crops. If you're using it on an edible crop in your vegetable garden, you want to make sure that you do use a spreader and really look up each one, because they have different application times and different application rates, which might make it a little difficult for a garden box like mine, where everything's a little bit different. So we kind of focused on the perimeter of the yard here, and that's what I would do in my own yard as well. And now we wait. I'm doing a little bit different of a strategy, and I bought tons of pairs of scissors from the dollar store and bird food, and I have been manually taking care of my grasshoppers as they come through, because as mine have gotten larger, they've also gotten slower. And the EcoBran works best if you can catch them in their smallest nymph stages. So we're kind of doing a test of both. In my own yard, I've also made a point of clearing out any undergrowth or old dead leaves and just keeping things nice and clean on the ground so they have less places to hide and jump out and scare me. And that's actually helped quite a substantial amount as well. Even down on the bottom of my garden beds, I've cleared out some things down by the soil so that I can look in better and the birds can actually find them easier too. When I was researching this product, the EcoBran does say that it has a 5-year shelf life, so we're planning to keep it on hand and then have it around if we need it for next year or the year after. In my area, I think it's a pretty good product to have. Keep in mind that the product packaging does say to keep out of the reach of children and pets, and so we did decide to keep this over at my mom's house, not because of my kids, but we do have frequently different ages of children running in and out of my house, so I just feel more comfortable keeping it at her house up on a high shelf where it's just my kids at her home. Alrighty. I did those 2 pots already, so whew, my hands are very sweaty. They are completely wet. We will keep you updated and tell you what we think of the Eco brand. So far, ease of application, really easy. If you do it exactly like the instructions tell you in all caps not to do. Not to do. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in comments anything that you've used and done that's been really successful for you. And don't forget that your garden doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. See you next time.